I'm inside the Ribat of Monastir, and this is perhaps the most famous attraction here in Monastir, here in Tunisia. And this fortress was built in the year 796, and it is one of the most famous Islamic buildings here on the African continent. And over there we see the Tower of Nador, and from the top over there you will have excellent view of the harbor here in Monastir. So I'm on the base of the Nador Tower, and just waiting for this group of people to come down, and I will go up and have a look from the top.
Are you?
Say hello. Yes.
Hello. Follow him.
Hello. I'm on the top of the Nador Tower here in the Ribat of Monastir, and the view from up here is very nice, but it is so windy up here. There are many rooms and dugouts and tunnels here in the Ribat of Monastir, and some of you who are interested in movies may also recognize this place in a couple of movies. For example, Monty Python's Life of Brian and the movie Jesus of Nazareth. Those two movies were actually filmed here in the Ribat, the fortress of Monastir. So don't forget to check out the Ribat when you are in Monastir, because here you can easily spend a couple of hours exploring the place. It's a fine day here in Monastir, and I'm at the railway station, and it's a perfect day to go on a day tour to Sousse, which is north of Monastir, and I'm going to take the train there. There's the train. I'm in the Medina of Sousse, and there's a lot of stuff on sale around here. And those stones you see behind me they were taken from the different Roman sites. The Medina here in Sousse was built in the year 859, and it's right in the middle of Sousse city. Another attraction not to be missed when you are in Sousse is this Kasbah. It is a fortress built in the year 859 on the former site of the Byzantine fortress. And inside this fortress there is also the archaeological museum, and it will be very interesting to see what it looks like inside. I am inside of the Kasbah here in Sousse, and this is the main courtyard of the Kasbah, and underneath the courtyard here we have the archaeological museum. But before I go and have a look in the museum, I just want to take a look around the Kasbah here. And there, for example, we have the Kalaf Tower. It is the oldest tower using as a lighthouse that is still standing here in North Africa. And this is the wall, and other side the wall we have the Medina. Let's go take a look at the view of the Medina from here. So let's take a look at the Medina from the Kasbah outlook. And we can see the harbor over there also. It is an amazing view up here from the top level of the Kasbah. This here is interesting. It is the Bekalta baptismal font. It is a mosaic piece sunken into the ground. I think that this piece is perhaps my favorite piece of the whole museum. It is a picture of Ganymede the Trojan prince being carried away by Sousse, the god Sousse, in the form of an eagle. So that was my day tour to Sousse, and it was a really great day, and the train ticket from Monastir to Sousse only cost 1 dinar for a trip from Monastir to Sousse. Really cheap. It is a wonderful and sunny day here in the small town of El Jem in Tunisia, and today I am going to check out the amphitheater in this town, the one that is very similar to the Colosseum in Rome, Italy. If it wouldn't for the Tunisian flag over there, you might think that I am in Rome and not in Tunisia. The amphitheater in El Jem was built in the year 238, and the estimated capacity was 35,000 people. And the size is enormous, as you can see. The long axis measures 148 meters and the short axis measures 122 meters. What we see here is the seating area on one of the sides. I'm not sure it has been reconstructed or not, because the stones here looks much nicer than the other stones. And you can see on the other sides the seating is not there anymore. And actually this amphitheater is the third one built on the same place. I'm not sure what happened to the two previous ones. And this place, the amphitheater, was used as a fortress during the Middle Ages. From the plateau of the seating area, you can see the surrounding town of El Jem. So this is the highest level that tourists are allowed to go to. And from this level you have a wonderful view down to the arena. And I can only imagine how cool it would be more than 1,000 years back, when you are one of the spectators sitting here watching the fight between the gladiator and a wild beast, maybe a big male lion. And then you have the emperor deciding if the gladiator would live or die by doing a thumbs up or thumbs down. I have noticed three main differences between this amphitheater in El Jem, Tunisia, and the Colosseum in Rome. I have been to the Colosseum in Rome a few years back, and regarding the differences, those three differences are, well, the first one is that the crowd here in Tunisia is much less than the crowd in Rome. So it's no problem to get a ticket just the moment you walk to the cashier. And I think the reason for why there's less crowd here than in Rome is that, okay, it is in January, so it's low season, but also the Colosseum in Rome is one of the 7 new wonders of the world. So it's all hyped up, the Colosseum in Rome, whereas the amphitheater here in El Jem is not so well known for the broad public. The second difference between El Jem and Rome is that here it is a little bit more tricky to get to than to Colosseum in Rome. In Rome, well, when you land at the Rome airport, you're practically at the Colosseum. Whereas if you want to get to El Jem, you need first to fly to the nearest airport, which is in Monastir, and from there you have to take the train either to Sousse or to Mahdia, and from there you need to take a minibus or a louage, as they call it here, to El Jem. So it's a little bit more tricky to get here. So the third and probably the most obvious and the best of all the differences between El Jem and Rome is that here in El Jem you get more access to different places around the amphitheater, whereas in Rome the access are more restricted. And as you can see here, I am standing in the center of the arena. And at the Colosseum in Rome, the center of the arena is covered by floorboards, and you cannot walk on there. And here you can walk on the center, where before the gladiators fought against lions, and also you have the possibility to see underneath the whole thing, and that's what I'm going to show you now. This is the underground level, and we are underneath the arena floor itself, and this kind of access in the Colosseum in Rome wouldn't be possible if you're not a VIP or something. But here in El Jem, everyone can go down and have a look to see what it looks like down here. And I believe that if this amphitheater once was used for gladiator fights, I would think that the lions would be kept down here in one of these holes here. The El Jem Amphitheater. This is one of the best kept Roman ruins in the world. And if you visit Tunisia, you have to come to El Jem to see this magnificent amphitheater. Don't miss it when you are in Tunisia. Hello, I'm in Tunisia.
Yes. We are Tunisian and
Nice, isn't it?
we love Tunisia. Yeah.
So now I'm going up and have a look.
Yeah, have fun.
Thailand.
Ah, nice to meet you.
Yes, okay. Bye. Okay, thank you for showing me the way to the Medina, and maybe we meet again on the way back
Maybe, yeah, in
to
Monastir,
Monastir.
maybe, yeah.
And show me more of Monastir.
Yeah, there are so many places in Monastir you can see. They're
Yes.
really amazing.
And thank you. You can
Thank you.
check out my
YouTube,
channel on
channel.
YouTube. So
Yeah, thank you.
my Tunisia will be there soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Oh, this is a fantastic place with crystal clear water.
Yeah, very clear water.
Yeah, very clear,
Like a mirror.
like a mirror. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
It's just like when you watch it, it's like directly you feel another feeling. You feel like so safe.
Yeah.
You feel like you have nothing in your shoulders.
Yeah, no weight, nothing.
Nothing.
You are free from all your troubles.
Yeah, like another planet. Like you are standing alone in another planet. So
Yeah.
it's very fantastic. You can ask Kevin.